What would you do if the person you loved most in this world walked out the door, took everything you owned, and disappeared? No goodbye. No thank you. Just gone. Now imagine years passing. You wonder if they are even alive. You wonder if they remember you. You wonder if they are suffering somewhere and if it was somehow your fault. Most people would move on. Most people would close the door. But this story is about a father who didn't. And what he did when that person finally came home is one of the most powerful pictures of love ever told. This is the parable of the prodigal son. And by the end of this story, your family will never see God's love the same way again. In the next few minutes, we are going to walk through one of the most emotional stories in all of Scripture. We will see a young man throw away everything he had. We will watch him hit rock bottom in a foreign land. And we will witness a reunion so unexpected, so overwhelmingly gracious, that it changed the way the world understands the heart of God. Stay with us, because whether you are a parent, a child, or someone who has ever felt lost, this story was written for you. Before we begin, tell us in the comments, have you ever felt like you were far from where you were supposed to be? Type yes and let us know you are here. Father, give me the share of the estate that belongs to me. My son, why do you ask this now? Let that sink in for a moment. In that culture, in that time, what he was really saying was this: Father, I wish you were already dead. I want my inheritance now. I don't want to wait for you. It was not just selfish. It was deeply, profoundly disrespectful. And yet, the father gave it to him. He didn't argue. He didn't scold. He didn't refuse. He divided his wealth between his two sons and he let the younger one go to why. We will come back to that. But for now, the younger son packs everything he owns, turns his back on his home, and walks away. Into a distant country. Into what he believed was freedom. At first, everything was exciting. New city, new friends, new experiences. The money flowed freely. The parties never seemed to end. But money spent recklessly does not last. Scripture says he squandered all of it. Every coin his father had worked a lifetime to build in wild and wasteful living. And then, as if the universe itself was testing him, a severe famine swept across the land. The friends disappeared, the parties ended, the doors closed, and the young man who once had everything found himself with absolutely nothing. He was so desperate that he hired himself out to a local farmer who sent him to feed pigs. In Jewish culture, pigs were considered unclean animals. This was the lowest that Jewish man could fall. He was so hungry that he stared at the food the pigs were eating and wished he could eat it too. No one gave him anything. Not one person. Have you ever been in a place so low that you felt completely alone? Type amen if you understand that feeling. And then, sitting in the mud beside those pigs, something happened. Scripture says he came to himself. Those 4 words are extraordinary. He came to himself. As if he had been sleepwalking through a nightmare and suddenly woke up. As if he had been someone else entirely and only now, in the lowest moment of his life, remembered who he truly was. He thought about his father's house. He thought about the servants back home, men who had more than enough food. And here he was, starving in a foreign land. So he made a decision. He said, I will get up, I will go back to my father, and I will say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. If he to be called your son, just make me one of your servants. He didn't expect forgiveness. He didn't expect to be welcomed. He was just hoping for a meal and a place to sleep. So he got up and he started the long walk home. Now here is where the story changes everything. A son was still a great way off, still far down the road, probably dirty thin, wearing rags when his father saw him. His father saw him, which means the father had been watching, waiting, every day, looking down that same road. And when he recognized that walk, the walk of his son, he didn't wait, he ran. A father in that culture running toward someone was extraordinarily unusual. Men of dignity did not run, but this father did not care about dignity. He hiked up his robes and he ran, because his child was coming home. Before the son could even finish his rehearsed speech, before he could say, make me a servant, the father was already calling out to the servants. Bring the best robe. Put a ring on his finger. Put sandals on his feet. Prepare a feast. Kill the fattened calf. My son was dead, and he is alive again. He was lost, and now he is found. And they began to celebrate. Did you feel that? Type grace in the comments if this moment moved you. But the story doesn't end there. There was another son, and he was furious. The older brother had stayed. He had worked. He had been faithful for years. And when he heard music and dancing coming from inside the house and learned what was happening, he refused to go in. His pain was real. His question was fair. Two stories, both loved by the same father. One who ran away and was welcomed back. One who stayed and still felt unseen. And a father whose love was big enough for both. Jesus told this story for a reason. He told it so that every person who has ever felt too far gone, too broken, too ashamed to come back, would know that God sees them, that God runs toward them, not with punishment, not with lectures, but with arms wide open. For every parent watching today, you may have a child who has walked away, maybe far, maybe for a long time. The story says, keep watching the road, keep the light on, because love does not give up. For every young person watching, maybe you feel like you've made choices that are too costly too. Maybe you think you've gone too far. The story says, get up, start walking, because while you are still a great way off, there is a father who is already running toward you. And for those who feel like the older brother, faithful, present, but invisible, the Father came out for you too. He sees your sacrifice. He honors your loyalty. And everything he has is yours. The Prodigal Son is not just a story about a boy who came home. Here's a story about a God who never stopped waiting. If this story spoke to your heart today, we want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell us, which son do you relate to most right now? The one who ran? Or the one who stayed? There's no wrong answer. This story was written for both of you. Drop your answer in the comments, and if you know a family that needs to hear this message today, share this video with them. You never know whose heart it might reach. If you are new here, welcome to Kingdom Conversations. This is a place where Bible stories come to life for the whole family. Stories of faith, wisdom, redemption, and hope. Subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a new story. We will see you in the next one. God bless you and your family.